This is Happy Half Hour, a Peoria Life web show brought to you by Enjoy Peoria.
PeoriaLife.com.
Hello and welcome to Happy Half Hour. On this week's show, we sit down with Nathan Balivia from the Peoria Chiefs to talk about everything from the upcoming season to some of the delicious new food that you'll find on the menu. Then we'll check back in with Inked Entertainment and we'll see what's in store for this year's Tailgate and Tallboys Festival. We'll fill your free time with some amazing events coming up this week as well. So sit back, relax, and have some fun with us here on Happy Half Hour. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! The Wizard of Oz is coming to the Peoria Civic Center, and Enjoy Peoria has your ticket to the Land of Oz. Follow the yellow brick road to Brienzo's for a brick oven pizza before the show. After the final curtain, head over to Gone in 60 Escape Games, where there's no place like Great Aunt Sarah's house. Can you escape? Check out enjoypeoria.com/Oz for your chance to win. Welcome back to Happy Half Hour. Baseball season is here, which means it's time to play ball with the Peoria Chiefs. Since 1983, Chiefs games have been a big part of many people's summers in the Peoria area, and they have a lot of fun things in store for us this season. So joining us to talk more about that is Chiefs Director of Media and Baseball Operations, Nathan Balivia. Nathan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us. I appreciate it.
So a beautiful week for the home opener,
Right.
huh?
Yeah, we can't do anything about the weather. You know, we actually just joked about it in the office. Like, we got to control the things we can't control, and unfortunately, weather's not one of those.
Yep.
So, snow out there on Sunday. As the guys came into town, a lot of them from Cuba, from Dominican Republic, from Venezuela, had never seen snow before. So
just get right back on the bus.
Yeah,
Nope.
I think they wanted to. They were out the ballpark yesterday, got their first workout in, and they went through the whole practice. You know, the snow melted. Fortunately, our groundskeeper Mike got everything ready for them, so they were able to get out there and practice. And hopefully, it'll be a little bit warmer come Saturday for the home opener. Yeah. But if not, we'll still do everything we can to play baseball and put on a great show.
Awesome. So, what do you guys have planned for the home opener this weekend?
We've got a lot going on to get the ballpark ready. We've got some new things at the ballpark that we're pretty excited about. We got post-game fireworks coming up on Saturday too.
Awesome. Warm
people up. That's right. And we've got the magnet schedule giveaway that we do on opening day all the time as well. And there's some ballpark stuff going on right now. Probably not right at the moment as it rains, but moving some concession stands around. Okay. The portable areas are getting moved to the other side. Some drink rails went up last week, so a little standing room only, like the standing bars behind some of the sections in there. And then there's a few other things that are going to get done this week, and weather pending, hopefully be ready to go for Saturday.
Awesome. So, you mentioned there's some new stuff going on at the ballpark. Let's talk about the food.
Yeah.
What's the new food for the year?
The food's been pretty cool, and we've gotten some nice publicity out of that. We had some media down to try it a couple of weeks ago and get that going. I know it was actually part of it was on HBO earlier over the weekend with the John Oliver shout out, which was pretty cool to see that. We didn't expect that at all. But it's a Bbq Parfait was actually the item that he was talking about, where it's the barbecue pulled pork, mashed potatoes on top of that, more pulled pork, and then a scoop of mashed potatoes, so it looks like an ice cream sundae. And then it's got the barbecue sauce drizzled on top of it. So that's one going in for the concession stands that we're looking forward to. There's chicken and waffles going in there as well. And then upstairs we've got the mac and cheese bites, which are really good. The Grand Slams of Bavarian pretzel with bratwurst on top of it and cheese, and then it's got spicy mustard on the side. That was the big favorite at the media event last week.
Man.
So, people really enjoyed that. There's some cake pops as well, and Philly steak fries. So it's pretty good.
Sounds like you can come for the food and then stay for the game.
You do. I'm
it's
looking forward
something
to
for the foodies and just the baseball fans.
Yeah, getting there
as well.
on Saturday and try some more of that. So we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. So, what are some of the other highlights that you guys have for the promotional games this year?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to the season. We got a lot of fun planned, and really get into May. We got our Star Wars night on May the 4th. We actually have 2 Star Wars nights this year, which is different. And we'll wear a jersey, a Han Solo themed jersey with that movie coming out in May. Cool. For both of those nights that we'll auction off. We've got the Harrison Bader bobblehead on that first Star Wars night, so that'll be fun. We play South Bend that weekend, so that's always a fun weekend for us. May 4th. 4, 5, and 6, first weekend of May. That's the only chance we get to have a Cardinals-Cubs Midwest League rivalry when South Bend comes in, and they don't come here every year. We're fortunate that this is going to be 2 years in a row, but we anticipate when we get the schedule next year, they're not going to be on it. We'll go to South Bend instead, or we should. So it'll be a good chance for Cubs fans to come out and see the prospects that are on South Bend. It's always fun to have, people wearing red on one side, people wearing blue on the other. Chiefs stuff, of course, mixed in and kind of going at it. So that's fun. Tony La Russa will be here that Saturday night, May 5th. Cardinals Hall of Famer, and he'll sign autographs and throw out a first pitch. So
cool.
We're looking forward to that part. And then we get into, the rest of the schedule. From there on, we have fireworks on Fridays and Saturday nights, mixed in some Thursdays as well with our Thirsty Thursday fireworks shows. Jimmy Buffett night in July, we'll have a whole lot of music going on and all of that. We've got Chris August for our Faith and Family concert at the end of June. So we've got there's a lot. There's something for everybody. There's giveaways. There's the concert I mentioned with Chris August. There's fireworks. We've got all the food specials that we talked about a little bit and stuff going on, and then a whole lot of theme nights that our interns and crew that's back at the office right now working hard and getting ready for Saturday, making phone calls, all that stuff. But they're planning all that stuff out. Harry Potter night, I know, is very popular. We're looking forward to that. First time this year we're doing a Game of Thrones night, which is one of my favorite shows. So I'm really looking forward to that coming up in June. Jack Flaherty, Bobblehead, I know he's starting tonight for the Cardinals up in Milwaukee, so we'll give away his bobblehead this year too, and looking forward to all of that.
That's awesome. And I think people take it for granted in Peoria that you guys put this on for us every year that we have. I mean, at least, a few nights a week, that you can go and have a lot of fun down at Dozers Park. It's awesome.
That's right. In October and November, we spend kind of putting that stuff together, and then Patrick, our promotions guy, will kind of price out the giveaways and get with different companies to figure out what we can and can't do. We had a couple ideas this year that were turned down for a variety of reasons, and so we're like, all right, well, let's go back and find another good idea. If we couldn't get permission from a person or a company to use their likeness and those kinds of things. So we switched up a bobblehead and got that rolling, and right away we're like, all right, we like that idea. Let's go back to them with that, and they did it. We've got the specialty jerseys we wear too, for different nights and raise money for charities here in Peoria and for our own scholarship foundation. So those are things we spend October, November, December kind of putting all that stuff together, because a lot of those things you have to order early in January because they get made elsewhere, and it takes a while to get here. You can't just say, oh, I want a bobblehead and it's going to be here in a week and a half to give away 1,000 of them.
Yeah,
so.
It all has to be really well thought out. You mentioned the Cardinals a couple times. So what Cardinal prospects are fans getting excited to see this year?
This year we've got a few. We've got some really young guys. I kind of was taken aback when I looked at the roster the first time. Our center fielder Jonathan Machado was born in 1999. So that made me feel old.
Really
I think I was a junior in college in 99, so that made me feel old that his birthday was in January of 99. So he just turned 19. He's the number 15th ranked prospect in the Cardinals organization. So he'll be here. Dylan Carlson, who was with us last year, is back. He's also 19 years old. He's a first-round pick and a top 20 prospect. And then there's two pitchers that I'm really looking forward to watching pitch. Johan Oviedo is one of them. He was born in Cuba. He's 6'6", and can really bring it on the mound. He's a top 30 prospect. And Alvaro Ciejas is the other one. He's also a top 25 prospect. So those two on the mound both had really good years last year at the level below us. So we're looking forward to watching them. But it's a young team. We only have 7 guys back last year, and one of those, Dennis Ortega, was here for a week at the end of the year and then the playoffs. So he played in 6 games.
Wow.
So we only have 6 guys that we really saw a lot of last year.
Yeah.
One of those, a pitcher, John Kilichowski, left in May with a season-ending hip injury, so he's back. Brian Dobzhansky was with us all year in our bullpen. And then Nick Plummer, Juan Yepes, and Bryce Denton on offense are back. So looking forward to a young team. I think they're going to be able to hit the ball. It looks like a lot of offensive prospects. So that's always a fun season when you're putting runs on the board.
Definitely. And I personally am a huge fan of the dancing corn. So you like it whenever the corn can come out and do their moves.
We score, we celebrate, we have fun.
Exactly. So the Cardinals, they have currently a bunch of former Chiefs, including some big names from the past. Can you tell us about some of them?
Jack Flaherty, who's starting today. I mentioned we've got his bobblehead coming up at the end of June. He's a starting pitcher today. So, he was here 2 years ago. And then the guy that everybody's talking about right now is Jordan Hicks. He was our opening day starter not even a year ago in Burlington. So it hasn't even been a full year. He hadn't even made his debut at this level. And now now. He's already pitched 3 times for the Cardinals this year.
Awesome.
Throws 101 miles an hour. You know, he's fantastic. He got the last out yesterday to finish off the game against Milwaukee. Had a great debut in New York a couple of times. So it's been really cool to watch him kind of. That's very unique to be here, you know, in 2017 to pitch for us in April as an all-star. Left here in July, went up to high A, and now he's in the major leagues. That just doesn't happen.
That's awesome.
You know, so it's cool that you know when they talked about it in the team meeting yesterday. Maybe somebody who's sitting in this clubhouse that's going to play for us this weekend will be on the Cardinals opening day roster next year, and that's just a cool thing to know those guys are there. You know, everybody knows Yadier Molina. Everybody in this area knows Paul Dion because he went to Illinois State. That he came and played for us. We've got the Paul Dion Bobblehead coming up June 8th this year, part of our Illinois State University night at the ballpark with fireworks that night. And Fred Bird from the Cardinals will be here, so that'll be a fun full pack night to go as well. And you know, he had such a great year last year, finishing second in the Rookie of the Year, and already he's got 3 homers this year after hitting another one yesterday and 2 in New York over the weekend. So, you know, those are the former Chiefs that Cardinals fans know, and now are getting to know Jordan Hicks, and we'll see who's next.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. So how can fans get tickets for the 2018 season?
Yeah, PeoriaChiefs.com. Fans can get tickets there. They can stop by the Dozer Park box office, which is open 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, and then on the weekend it'll open a little bit later, depending on when we're playing. A 6:30 game, they'll open up at noon on a Saturday. You know, and they usually sell tickets through the 7th inning for the home games, and then fans can also go online, PeoriaChiefs.com. They can order tickets there. They can get information on season tickets, group tickets. Jason, Kate, Kevin, John, Kyle, those guys are all back in the office making phone calls now with our game day staff as well. So they'll take care of anybody on you want to be up in a suite, you want to be in the party decks and the outfield, get food with your group, all that stuff. They can take care of all that. And then we've got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Peoria Chiefs on all of those, and fans can follow along.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us again, Nathan. We appreciate it. And
again,
if you want to know when the Chiefs are on town or Chiefs are in town, head to their website, PeoriaChiefs.com, and stay tuned. We'll have more Happy Half Hour.
Get out your calendars because we're about to fill your free time. First up, celebrate American history in Illinois' bicentennial with a couple of fun events at the Pekin Public Library April 6. First, watch the film Illinois, Memory of the Civil War, as historians dive into the state's role during the war. Later, listen to a Civil War reenactor and former EMT talk about present medicine and medical practices during the Civil War. Head on over to the Pekin Public Library website to learn more. Join the Holt Center for Healthy Living for a fun night at Uncorked, April 6. Taste a variety of wines, beer, and cocktails, experience a delicious sampling of food from local restaurants, and dance the night away to Dexter O'Neill and the Funkyard Band. Reserve a spot today by heading to the Holt Center website. Hey you car lovers, one of your favorite events returns to the Peoria Civic Center April 6th through the 8th. It's the Central Illinois Auto Show. Don't miss a spectacular display of over 300 vehicles from 37 dealers. Enjoy over 60 booths with auto-related merchandise and other fun displays. Drive on over to the Peoria Auto Show website for more information. Want to support an awesome cause in a fun way? Then check out the 8th Annual Spring Fling Craft and Vendor Fair at the Park Inn by Radisson April 7th. Check out over 50 tables full of goodies, from area crafters and vendors to fresh-baked apple pies. Money raised goes to Totes for Tatas and the Illinois Cancer Care Foundation's Breast Cancer Research Fund. Head on over to the Totes for Tatas website to learn more. Spring is here, which means it's time to play ball at Dozer Park as the Peoria Chiefs 2018 season begins. Opening night is this Saturday, April 7th, when the Chiefs battle the Burlington Bees. Stick around for one of the best fireworks shows around right after the game. Looking for more fun events? Head on over to our website, enjoypeoria.com, or visit us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Enjoy Peoria.
Welcome back to Happy Half Hour. You wouldn't know it by the degrees outside right now, but summertime is right around the corner. One of the biggest music festivals in the Peoria area is back for another year on the riverfront, the Tailgate and Tallboys Music Festival. This year you can expect some bigger and better things. So we're excited to have Leon Edwards from Inked Entertainment, who's the organizer of the festival. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
So what kind of shows you have planned this year for Tailgate?
We got a whole lot. So this will be the 3rd year of Tailgate and Tallboys. And so we wanted to make this the biggest year that we've had yet. And so we have over 30 artists coming throughout the entire summer. So we split this into 6 dates this year. We have 3 dates in June, which is, I guess, what we're gearing more at kind of the mainstream country artists.
Right.
So we got headliners, Old Dominion, we got Kane Brown coming back, and then we got Chase Rice, but then following up with direct support for each of those. We have Nelly coming back into town, we have John Party, and then we also have Joe Nichols coming in, and so a slew of more artists kind of following up through there, yeah. And then building into July, we kind of went more at the traditional kind of outlaw country side of stuff. And so we got Charlie Daniels Band, we got Sawyer Brown, Cody Jinks is coming back in town as a headliner this year, and then Whitey Morgan. And then September is going to be a little bit different. We actually haven't announced the headliner for September yet.
Right.
So that's one that's kind of still coming into play. We'll be able to announce that later in June. And then, but following him up, we got Jared Neiman, we got Whiskey Myers, and we'll have a couple more coming in there as well.
So a lot of big name people that a lot of people recognize, especially in the country music world.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome. So it's June, July, and September. So it's kind of 3 dates, 2 dates, and then 1 date in September. So how, if people want to go, how do they get tickets?
Really, our tickets, all the information for the entire festival is really on our website. So it's tailgateandtallboys.com. We have multi-ticket passes, so you can get a 6-pack pass right now for just $69, and that gets you into each one of those dates throughout the entire summer. We also sell 3-day passes for the June festival, 2-day passes for July, and then single-day tickets for any one of the dates as well.
So can you only get them online, or is there anywhere in person that you can pick up tickets yet?
We do have one outlet that is selling hard tickets right now, and that's McManahan's Pints and Plates, which is in Sunnyland.
Yeah.
And they have hard tickets right now as well.
Okay, so either one, you can pick up your tickets. Those are very reasonably priced tickets for all the entertainment that you're going to get as well.
Definitely. And I will say the 3-day passes, for example, are $49 right now. Those are set to go up in price on April 6th. So each one of these, and this is all on our website as well, each one of these will have price increases on all this. So really the tickets are the cheapest they're going to be right now. And
you know you want to go.
Right.
Get them now,
Absolutely.
basically. Well, and I know shows are, as time will go on, they're going to sell out eventually,
Sure.
Because you've got 3 different tiers on a lot of the concerts, right?
Absolutely.
Of tickets.
And we actually, for our June 16th date, which is Kane Brown, Nelly, Dylan Scott, we actually have sold out of our VIP tickets and our Party Pit tickets.
Yeah.
And so that has just exploded once again this year. A lot of excitement over that whole date. And so that's one we kind of anticipate having some, capacity issues with.
Right.
So it definitely will be one that I would get tickets for sooner than later.
Right. So why do you think the concerts at the Riverfront work?
It honestly, it's a beautiful location. The big move last year from Three Sisters when we came into Peoria was really because of the amount of people we have coming in from outside of Peoria. And so there's people that are looking for hotels, that are looking for restaurants, that are looking for other stuff to do while they're in town. And so we moved it closer to all of those amenities. And I think that's a huge reason why it works so well down there. It's within walking distance of everything down there. Right. There's a lot of parking right around in there. And there's a lot of stuff you can do if you get to the shows earlier. You can go out to eat, you can go to the bars downtown, do stuff in Peoria. And so there's a lot of stuff you're able to do when it's right down in the central location.
Right. You mentioned parking, all of that. So if people are coming to park, they want to park and walk or something, do you have specific areas where they should park?
We're in the middle of making a map right now that'll kind of show all the available parking lots and parking spaces in downtown Peoria. We don't have any specific lots for anyone down there, so it's all public parking for the most part in downtown Peoria. And so it's street parking, it's different lots, but we are going to make that clearer for everybody to be able to find those.
Okay, yeah, that would be helpful, I'm sure. And I know last year you guys offered shuttles, and are you going to do that again this year for people?
Sure, and we definitely are going to offer that this year. Similar to last year, we'll have 2 pickup spots in East Peoria and 2 spots in Peoria. Those, again, are ones that we'll be releasing those exact locations as time gets closer to the concerts. But we will have something coming. We work real closely with Spindler Campground in East Peoria. So it's kind of the camping side of the festival, I guess. And so that's one that we will have a shuttle coming from the campground over there to help out with all of that. And then our other shuttle location is actually we're partnering up with Cruisins on Farmington Road this year. And that will for sure be one of our shuttle locations where you can park and ride down at Cruisins there.
Okay. Yeah, and you mentioned Cruisins, so they're kind of doing pre and post concert gatherings there.
Very much. So the park and rides down there, and they also will be what we are calling kind of the official after party of Tailgate and Tallboys. And so you can go there beforehand. They're going to run some specials and stuff before the concert, so you can go down there and grab something to eat and then come down to the concert. And then head there after the concert. And actually, a couple of the nights they're going to have some of the artists that are in Tailgate and Tallboys are actually going to perform
awesome,
after the concerts and stuff down there. So
a little more intimate setting, and
absolutely.
you can kind of see them up close. That would be, yeah, that sounds like a great party and a good place to go pre, and definitely a good place to go post. And especially if you can, park there and they'll take you there and bring you back. That sounds like a pretty good deal. Those people that are coming from out of town that want to just stay in a hotel, they don't want to camp necessarily. So if they want to stay in a hotel, where do you recommend them going?
We have worked with the convention center and be able to lock in a lot of great rates for area hotels for each of the festivals, for each of the weekends. And so you can actually, right off of our website, tailgateandtallboys.com, you're able to pull all of those dates. There's a travel tab right at the top. And there's a link to each one of the dates that will take you over to a new system that you can actually book your hotels directly from, lock them in right on there.
That's awesome. Yeah, especially when they've got negotiated rates. This should be the best rates that you can get. So definitely encourage people to do that. Let's see. I know you guys are doing other events as well, not just Tailgate and Tallboys. So what are some of the other events that you have coming in? Yeah,
for sure. So Inked Entertainment, we're actually planning on quite a bit down on the summer this year, or down on the riverfront this summer. So we have Spring Fling coming in this year. It's going to be 2 days this year. It's a kind of rock festival that has been in Peoria for quite a few years, put on by 105.7. We paired up with them last year and did one date for this, and we expanded it to 2 dates this year. And so we got Stone Temple Pilots coming in. We have Stone Sour, Seven Dust, Hypervale. We got 8 really big rock bands coming in. That would be May 17th and 18th. We just announced Band of Horses for the riverfront, and so that's going to be August 4th. And then we have 3 or 4 other dates that are confirmed right now, just not announced yet. So definitely stuff we're going to be able to get some excitement over.
Yeah, so you're a little busy.
I can imagine.
It's coming around the corner here. Things are ramping up a little bit. And then just to touch on, I know you also help book the concerts out at Monarch now as well. Monarch was previously Limelight, if most of the area is familiar with Limelight. So I know there's a couple of shows that you guys are helping promote out there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
One that I know that just recently sold out, we saw online. So check out them as well. There's all kinds of different music definitely coming into town.
Definitely.
All summer long. So if there's anything else that you want to promote while you're here.
Yeah, no, I mean, really just Tailgate and Tallboys. I mean, we have a lot of stuff going on outside of just the music this year. And so we're going to have a lot of cool vendors down there. We're going to have, actually the pre-party stage is one that is going to be a really neat feature that we're doing this year. What we're doing, actually, last year we had multiple stages for Tailgate and Tallboys. This year, all of our main acts are going to be on the main stage this year, and we're going to open a little bit later, and so it's not more of the all-day thing, except for we have what we're calling the pre-party stage. And so that is actually going to be butted right up to the Gateway building. Okay. It's going to be before our box office, so it's actually completely free. So it's not going to be a ticketed event. So anybody's going to be able to come check out our pre-party bands. We'll have that on each of the 6 nights. And so you'll be able to see, we got like a couple cover bands like Feud and Hillbillies is coming up. Broseph is another one. But we also have some actually pretty big names that we've had out at Limelight before, like the Lax is one. We got a hip hop artist, Second Chance is coming into town. And so it's going to be a lot of fun that we're having on there. July will be the same way. We got some really great kind of outlaw country artists like Craig Gertis, Dallas Moore is a couple that'll be playing on the pre-party stage. So even if you don't have tickets to Tailgate and Tallboys, you can come out and check out the pre-party stage
Right, yeah,
beforehand
you can at least
and
come
stuff.
have fun beforehand. That's awesome.
For sure.
Well, thanks for being here. Like you said, if anybody wants to get tickets, you want to book a room, or you need any more information just in general, head to the Tailgate and Tallboys website for more information. More Happy Half Hour is just ahead.
Hi, I'm Mike Kuchin, owner of Kuchi's in the Water. Come try our shipwrecked Bloody Mary.
Head on over to East Peoria for a fun and challenging experience at Escape Peoria. You have 5 different themed rooms to escape from. Sorry, this is as far as we're going to take you. We can't ruin the experience. See if 60 minutes is enough to uncover clues and work your way out the door. Afterwards, get your picture taken and show everyone you escaped. Escape Peoria also has take-home games where you can solve a mystery in the comfort of your own home. Do you want to find out more about what's going on in the Peoria area? Well, check us out at enjoypeoria.com. Well, that's all the time we have for this week's episode of Touring the Town. Time does fly when you're having fun. And remember, if you're ever looking for a new attraction in town, a great place to eat, or a fun event that's going on this weekend, check us out at enjoypeoria.com or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And like my mom says, if you're bored, it's because you're boring. So get out there and enjoy Peoria. Thanks. Have a great day.
PeoriaLife.com